So the one contributing factor with clients that I work with that become successful and they change their life and they achieve their goals, and they grow as a person and they give more to other people and they live a positive life and they're more disciplined and they get over their anxieties and they better manage them, all the things that any client would want to achieve and experience, as opposed to clients that I've mentored over the years that they don't fully get there because they're not committed. So it comes down to commitment. And I can give you an analogy back in the days when I used to do amateur boxing. And I've been on both sides of the spectrum with this as well, where you'd see people join the gym at the start and they were passionate, they were committed, they'll pay their fees, they'll say they want to box, they want to get in shape. After 4 weeks, you'd never see them again. As soon as it got difficult, as soon as they had a bad day, as soon as they got, beaten up in sparring, they quit, they never showed up. Whereas the people that committed and stuck it out, which was eventually, I did stick it out in the end, I achieved my goal, which was to have an amateur boxing match, win, lose or draw, and to get some confidence from boxing and get over my anxieties, which I did. So the ones that are committed and they stuck with it long term, anything up from 1 year to longer, they got great results. It's no different in my industry. In the industry of living a positive life, success, motivation, being of service to others, it comes down to people that are committed. And some people you can't mentor them because they're not committed. So it doesn't matter how good you are as a teacher or a coach or a mentor or a therapist, if you're working with a client that doesn't want to take instruction from you, you can't force them. You can't do that to anybody. So you're only as good as the committed clients you're working with. And that's the difference. And that's going to be the same difference to you watching this video. If you're not happy in your life right now, and you're not successful, or you're not positive, or you're not giving what you want to give to the world, or you're not excelling, whatever the case may be, you're stuck in addiction, your life isn't changing, it's because you're not committed enough to working hard and sticking it out and going through the trials and tribulations that we all go through. But some of us don't give up and some of us do. And I've always encouraged people to not give up and to take one day at a time, and I've encouraged myself that, and my mentors encouraged me. So, for people that get upset and offended, they're always going to be offended because they want a way out, they want to quit and blame everyone. But there's no one to blame, really. There's no one to blame, and you shouldn't blame yourself, but you've got to take responsibility. Either you get the help, you stick with a therapist, or you stick with a mentor, you follow the program through, because the program works, the strategy works. But if the client isn't willing to work the strategy that works, then they're not going to get results. And I've said this before, why is it I've had many clients who got results on the same program, same time, where another client doesn't get results? It's because they're not committed. And I can't change that. No one can, that's down to you. Just when I was going to college, when I was going to the boxing gym, it weren't down to them to a certain extent, it was down to me. They taught me, they gave me the facilities, they gave me the teaching that works. But if I didn't put my side of the relationship in, then I weren't going to get the results. And this is the problem that I see today with a lot of people, that they're not committed enough. They're just committed to following people, quoting, tweeting, being critical, and not everyone does that. So you got to be committed. It's hard for all of us. It's hard for me as a teacher and as a person, but if you're committed, you get past it, you really appreciate it, and you can succeed. And that's why I changed my policy. When I first was teaching and I ran a business, I worked with everybody. I tried to help everybody at the cost of breaking my own mental health down. Now I don't do that. I only mentor committed people. And it's not enough that people pay me. I will not work with you if you're not committed. It doesn't matter how much you pay me, I won't accept it, because my mental health's more important, and enjoying my life and my time. I'm 40 years young, not old. I'm getting older, I haven't got time to waste. So if we're gonna spend time, I've got to get along and like being around you the same way, and you've got to be committed. Otherwise, it's not being appreciated. So if you're committed to changing your life and taking my program, my email address is below. Send me an email. I'm respectful and polite. I'm direct and upfront and honest. If I can help you, I will work with you. If I can't, I'm going to tell you straight. I've got no fear of saying no, can't work with you, you're not right for my program. I wouldn't be the right teacher, but I recommend you go and find the right person, and they are out there, right? And that's something that you're going to have to do. I can't tell you who you should go to. It's not my job. I've got a business to run. I've got mental health friends, and I'm putting out a lot of stuff for free anyway to help people. So if you are committed, email me, You probably followed my stuff, you know what I do. I help people to change their lives by getting them to practice daily discipline, going to the gym, eating healthy, working on their career, their health, their relationships, their attitude, being a better person, giving to others, and helping people to better manage their anxieties, all those different areas. Changing your life, it involves all these things: anxiety management, daily discipline, being positive, treating people how you want to be treated, but having boundaries, not letting people walk all over you, not letting people bully you, making sure that you're not bullying people either. It's common sense, it's simple stuff, but you've obviously got to be committed to do it. You need to have, if you know, to have commitment, of course you've got to have courage. You've got to develop it slowly. You've got to be willing to fail. Everybody fails. None of us, one of my clients said a great thing, Phil, he said to me, no one is above the process of life and failing, meaning that, you know, everyone's equal, but not everybody works as hard. So we all fail. I fail on a daily basis, but I succeed and I keep going, and I appreciate the failures because they make you a better person. They make you appreciate what you've got, who you are, what you can give, and eventually the failures help you to succeed if you don't give up. So most people give up prematurely. They give up when they get frustrated, they get angry, they blame me or the teacher or everybody but themselves. There's always someone to blame. Whilst we're going to blame someone, we'll never run out of people to blame. Just sit down and listen to your own mind blaming everyone. But taking responsibility is not blaming anyone, not blaming yourself either, but having that accountability. And that's whether you do it on your own or with a mentor. And I've always said smart people invest in mentors. People that choose to want to be careful in life, they don't invest in mentors. They choose to be unintelligent. Intelligence is about asking for help, getting it. I couldn't have got here without mentors and help. I couldn't have done it. It would be impossible. No one's successful without having a mentor and help to guide them and help them, because we don't know everything. So if you want to improve your life and take my mentorship program, I do long-term mentorship programs, anything up to 1 year, 2 years, depending on you. It's not always the case. The shortest program I do is 1 hour over Zoom, then 6 weeks, a year, potentially a few months. It depends on what your goal is within changing your life, because obviously changing your life is a broad area. Some of my clients are doing, they love their career, but they're not happy in their relationships, or they've got a good relationship, friends, married, or they've got a partner, but they're too scared to start a business, and I can help them. Or some people are out of shape, my clients, they don't eat healthy, they don't go to the gym, and I mentor them on how to get that right. Or some clients want to improve in all areas. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're committed and you've got the right attitude, and obviously we're a right fit. So there's no excuses. You know, if you're willing to be committed and never give up, you will achieve the goal that you want to achieve, whether it's overcoming an anxiety, whether it's changing your life, whether it's pursuing a career that you've always wanted to do, but you've been afraid to do it in case people judge you, or in case you fail, or the fear of succeeding, the responsibility, the pressure, or you want to travel. If you know my story, when I started on my journey, I was frightened of leaving my house. That's where I started. I was scared of living, scared of everything: career, relationships, finances, change, responsibility. Everything frightened me because of my anxieties and the traumas that I was dealing with and the bullying. But I got to a breaking point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I went on a journey of positive change. I got mentors, I worked on myself, I worked on all these areas until I succeeded step by step. And in that journey, I followed my passion. My passion in my whole life was helping people, but I had to help myself first and get the help from mentors. So I had the confidence, the strength, and the belief that I could help other people and start coaching them and mentoring them on how to change their life. Anyone can do it. No one's better than anyone, but some people are more hardworking, and that's why they're getting there and others don't. And it's a shame, because everyone can do it and everyone is good enough, but not everyone is hardworking enough and committed enough and driven and hungry enough. So I've also told you how to be successful in life for free right now, if you can take that advice, not let ego and pride get in the way and apply it. So that's how you do it, and that's the reason why some people don't do it and others do. You might be asking yourself, why is everyone else succeeding? Why haven't I managed to do it? No, it's not because you're not good enough, it's because you're not committed enough. If you're committed enough, you'd go through the rejections, you'd go through the pain, you'd invest your time, you'd spend some money instead of wasting thousands of pounds on junk food, alcohol, drugs, whatever you're wasting it on, it's your choice. You'd invest your money wisely. The best investment you could ever make is in yourself, and then you can give to others. So these are the simple principles that have been around no longer before we were born. So anyone can do it. And I always say at the end, once you've achieved your goals and in the midst of doing that, the best thing is giving. Success is not about what you can get, even though a lot of people think that until they get all the things they want, and then they're miserable. And I help clients through that as well, and I've been through that. Success is about the kind of person that you are, how you treat people, what you give. Simple fundamentals of being a good person, living a positive life, making changes. And anyone can make changes. If you know my story, you know, I wasn't a perfect person, but I was a good person. No one's perfect, let's just make that clear. But I got hurt growing up, I got bullied, I had a lot of mental health problems, and at times I did give up, but eventually I didn't, I persevered. And that's why I'm here to share my story and inspire, motivate you and help you. And if you don't want to take my advice, that's totally fine, that's your decision, it wouldn't affect my day. But if I can help you in any way, that would make me feel great. And if you'd like to apply for my paid mentorship programs, I work with people mostly in person, because I prefer working in person, but I do mentor clients on Zoom that can't get to me in person, do a program because they live abroad or they prefer it that way. Both works. If you're committed, I can change your life on Zoom calls, regular accountability, or in person. It's all down to you. Follow my advice if the first time you saw me. Go online, get all the free content. I put it all online for free available. Get a lot of value from it. And until you decide, I need Jonathan's help. I need someone to hold me accountable, to give me the mental and emotional support. That's what mentorship's about, giving the client the mental and emotional support they need to overcome their anxieties, their fears, their stresses, their traumas, their blocks, so that they can achieve their goals and dreams and become the person that they want to be and live the life that they want to live. It's pretty simple stuff when you get down to it. It's not rocket science, it's not complicated, but it does require a lot of courage, a lot of commitment. But when you put that commitment in, you really enjoy it. You really enjoy working hard, because working hard makes you appreciate life, makes you appreciate people. It makes you more humble, it makes you more grateful. And it gives you what I've got now, gratitude, you know, for daily living. That's how we do it. I help my clients to build confidence, discipline, accountability, one day at a time. Same for me, we can only do one day at a time. We can't do 30 days in once. So one day at a time. You know, cleaning the apartment, going to the gym, eating healthy, being positive, working on career, educating yourself, traveling, all the obvious things that any person would do to live a positive life. So that's my program, that's my story. That's how you do it, and that's the reason why some people make it, some don't. And that's not just with clients that I've worked with over the years, that's people in general, learning from people, right? So that's how you do it. So if you are committed to doing a program with me, my email address is below. Send me an email, we'll arrange a conversation. We'll do it over the phone or Zoom or email, whatever works best for both of us. And then if you're right for the program, I will mentor you, work with you. I can tell you price, availability, time, what I expect from you, and I can also find out what your particular goal is within changing life, what area you want me to help you in. Or is it a combination of all these areas, career, business, relationships, finances, diet, creativity, etc., anything else that I haven't named? It's more than likely that I've helped a client to succeed in that area. All right, speak to you soon. Look forward to getting your email and potentially working with you. Good luck, all right?